Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix, episode 126. Coming out of our World Tour World download. I hope you all grabbed that download and are enjoying walking around in this really immersive medieval and also sci-fi world. I know I'm having a great time with it, and I'm looking forward to the next big projects, which are coming very, very, very soon, but not today. It's probably going to come in the next 2 episodes, probably. But I have something else that I want to show you because I showed it on the World Tour briefly, but I didn't have that much time to really talk about it because I spent a good deal of time working on this stuff. And you know how it is with the World Tour. You're kind of hustling through a bunch of different things and all that kind of stuff. And I want to show you what I worked on between episode 124 and 125. And it's this little farmland, you know? I'm working towards having really like custom everything in this world, like custom ground cover, custom the whole bit, right? That's what I want. I want like every inch of this world to be covered in manually placed curated blocks, right? That's kind of my idea. So I came back here to the old part of the world and took a nap, I guess. As I was saying before the nighttime got me, is I came back to this world and I worked on this little section, and oh man, I have been on not a great tear as far as those guys getting me. It's not been great. Oh, look at him. Look at him. The little jerk actually ran under the tree. Now he's coming after me. Oh, it's freaking jerk babies. Anyway, I worked on this little area, and I just think it's nice. It's about halfway between the old part of the town. Well, it's closer to the oldest part, like spawn area, and the new area. But you can see it's about halfway in between. And man, what a cool little thing. Now, there's still a lot more I got to do. I need to bone meal a lot, and I came in and I did some of these under the trees with the podzol and some grass and leaves and wood and coarse dirt and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I came up with this idea that I wanted to do is I want to do a little farmhouse right there, and actually that farmhouse has a beacon inside of it. That's why it's the size it is. So I guess a medium-sized farmhouse over there, and then just work on this area just being really, really like a quote-unquote finished area of this world. I think it's going to be really, really nice. Now, I'm not working at that here today, but I just wanted to really, really take a look. And I didn't get this field done. I may or may not do this field. What I'm thinking I might do is bone meal the crap out of it and make it look like a field that's out of rotation. Because, when you're farming, you don't farm the same crop and the same grass every single time. You change it up. That way different plants give you different nutrients in the crops and return nutrients to the soil and all that kind of stuff. So maybe sometimes I'm pretty sure farmers, you leave a field go for a season and let it just grow. And it kind of, the plants and things that grow naturally return some nutrients to the soil that keeps everything working really well. I might be partially talking out of my butt, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So that's one thing that I wanted to show off, and another couple little things that I want to work on in the near future. I want to get back here to this little more spawn area, and I want to get up here and I want to work on this area a little bit too. And this isn't going to be like a work on it every episode type of thing. This is going to be come here and build a few houses, do some landscaping and stuff like that. But I have some ideas. This landscape is so cool, and I never noticed it before. And I think I didn't notice it because when I was living here before, I didn't have an Elytra. But this little place is super cool. Look, there's like water in completely covered. It's like a lake. It's like a lake with the way that the ground works, and it's just awesome. So this lake is going to be something. This is going to be something amazing. Like, I don't know how we're going to do it, but yeah, this lake is going to be something awesome. And then I think what we'll do is maybe, I don't know, maybe close off this river and do some landscaping here. But there's a lot of stuff that we can do in this area. It's a really nice area that I just never really got around to working on that much because I kind of went over to where the villagers are, right? So that's going to be something that we work on very, very shortly here. Filling in, like, look at this gap. Look, for example, look at, well, in every place, like, look at this gap right here where that pillager is walking. Like, it's just nothing. It's just nothing at all. It could be trees, or it could be more farmland. It could be a llama pasture. It could be a place where the horses can run. It could be anything, but it's nothing. And that's the kind of thing that I really want to bring to this world. I want to keep this world small enough that every block can be purposefully placed. It's something that in the Realm of Vasten, we never really accomplished that much because it's so big that you glaze over a lot of stuff, you know, and that's just the nature of when you're playing on a huge giant world, a huge giant server, that you let stuff go and stuff just doesn't ever get done because it's just so freaking big. And that's going to be something that I really want to work on here, is keeping it small, not going to another kingdom. Well, I mean, ever, or at least not for a very long time, because I want everything here to be done. Even looking in Old Town, which I'm calling Old Town, quote unquote, done. But even looking in Old Town, there are still plenty of places that have nothing. I mean, there are still plenty of places that are completely untouched ever by my hands. Like, for example, right over here, there's just nothing. There's nothing there. There's these houses, nothing. Up on top of here, nothing. Now, this is going to happen soon. We're going to be building more of the castle here, but I got to decide. Before we do it, I need to decide where the terraforming that we're going to be doing on this mountain right here is going to continue and how it's going to end. I'm thinking that we take this sort of idea where it's just a cobble and smooth stone cliff, and we do that over here as well. And then we can basically build this entire area into more castle. Because, the castle's got to be big. It's got to be big. If it's not big, it's going to be very anticlimactic. How about that? How about if I die when I'm just trying to land on... Seriously, I'm trying to land on, like, the biggest platform. Look how big this platform is. I couldn't stick the landing. Yeah. So I'm thinking if the castle's not big enough, it's not going to fit in with the world, because the world is very... Well, I mean, the kingdom is very big. And it has to have a big castle, which is going to look silly. So that's something I want to work on here. I definitely want to expand this castle to over in this section soon. Let's talk about the vote, shall we? I had a vote on my social tab, and I said, hey, what do you want to see next? Do you want to see the kingdom under the mountain right here? Do you want to see a guardian farm? Do you want to see a jungle temple kingdom or something else? I can't remember the other thing. Anyway, the point is, this one won. Y'all voted, and it was fairly resounding that you want to see this kingdom begin to get done. I've been thinking about that since I put the poll up. And I'm going to veto my own poll. I'm sorry. I know I put the poll up and you guys voted and like 100 people voted, right? And like, I hate to just say no, but here's the problem. For me to build this thing up right now, this has to come down more. At least another like 10 blocks probably. And this area takes forever to dig 10 blocks, right? So we're going to put this on a little bit of a hold, and we're going to come back to it soon. Maybe episode 151, right? Something like that. Because I want the base of this tower to be down lower so that it's more grand. If I build it from here, I'm always going to be disappointed that I built it there. And for me to put out episodes in a timely fashion, it's going to take a long time to dig this out of just grind. And I have other grind projects, right? For example, let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh, did I? What? Did I just go through the... I just went through the mountain. I just went completely through the mountain. Anyway, yeah, I gotta work on the snow area here, and it takes forever because the grind for all the snow, and then you got to place all the snow, and blah blah blah. It takes a really long time. Plus, I got to work on more snow over there. I got to bring trees up. I mean, I have grind, right? This part of the mountain is just one block. It's just one block wide. This part, look, this is one block. So, yeah. So okay. So that's where we're at. So I'm not going to start the kingdom under the mountain yet because I don't have the grind time available to do that between now and, well, in the next coming weeks, right? But we're gonna get there. My main grind is gonna be getting all the snow and putting in some wildlife and some leaves and all that kind of stuff here, right? That's gonna be my grind, my off-camera grind project. What I want to do today, though, is I want to work on finishing this little fishing village here. We're not going to get it done by any means, but a fishing village needs a couple things. For one thing, it needs a place to actually freaking fish, which this place has one tiny little dock, and that's just not enough, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to say that this water coming off the mountain is like the freshest of the fresh water, right? That's what we're going to say. We're going to say the big freshwater fish live right in this area, and that's why people want to fish right here. That's why this is like prime location. So what I want to do is I want to build some little fishing docks coming off here, and like just something that's going to give some life along this area. So let me get some wood. I'm going to lay out sort of where the docks are going to go. The other thing I think is I'm going to have to take this down deeper. I think it looks kind of... dumb only being 1 block deep. I think it's going to have to be, what I kind of like to do is make it kind of as deep as this river the whole way through, but it doesn't have to be totally, but like deeper than what it is. So I have a little bit of work to do ahead of me here. Let me lay out the docks and then we'll come back and discuss some. I roughed in some of these docks and I think that it is okay. It's coming along. I mean, they're simple and they're small, but I think it's going to be nice. Now, here's the question. Do I want to do roofs on these docks? I don't think so. I'll tell you, my gut is yeah. My gut is yeah, put little roofs on these things. They'll look nice. Like I'm thinking like 2 walls, just a slab roof would look really cool, but no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want these to be able to be seen and, you know, see what it is from anywhere. Whenever you look, you're like, oh, fishermen are just gonna be hanging here, just fishing, like right from here. Like they just stand at the end of the dock, fish, and get these freshwater fish. I think it could be really, really, really cool. I think it's gonna be an awesome, awesome addition to this world and this little village here. There's this little dip down. I think that's really, really nice. So you can go out this way or a little dip up, and you can go over here and you can fish off this dock. So there's little stations. This is where like the fishermen would sit. And yeah, I think it's pretty pretty cool. So hello, kids. They just came home. Okay, I'll be back. Well, good morning, everybody. It is very, very early in the morning. I just woke up, so I'm very, very nasally and stuffy. You'll have to excuse my voice, but I did some work here, and I think it's okay. I did some last night and some just right now. I'm sipping my morning coffee here before the kids wake up and the chaos starts. And yeah, look, this is really simple, but I think it's cool. It's very haphazard. I tried to make it all out of oak because I thought that would just fit in well. I didn't use any other woods, but I used all of the oak wood that I could come up with, right? And I think it works pretty well. The only wood I didn't use was stairs. The only oak I didn't use here was stairs, just because I felt like maybe it was unnecessary. But the other thing I thought about doing is maybe just adding in a little bit of a strip like that. Yeah, that's okay. I wouldn't want to use a lot of it. I think a little bit probably goes a long way, as the saying goes. But yeah, it's okay. Just really make this look like it's been built and fixed and repaired like 1,000 times, right? And I think that's kind of cool. And it's really busy. It's really hard to walk in because just all the stuff is here. Like you can tell, this is a highly used dock for fishermen, and they're just they just leave all their stuff piled here, and these are filled with fish, I assume, and things like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And here, let me go over here and take a look at it and show you. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Next thing I want to work on is take a look at this water right here for some landscaping. And look, here's the thing. This landscaping bit, it's going to be a long process that we're just going to constantly kind of get to and just work on a little here, work on a little there. And it's not going to be like, I'm going to do this whole river today type of thing. That's just not going to be the way it is. But what I think we can do, at least to start with, is just work on this little bit of a, well, I guess I can't call it a lake, but this like very wide river bed right here, and I just want to make this look a lot better. And first thing is, I don't think there should really be any sand. I feel like sand should be reserved for more of the ocean side and not the river side, right? So we're gonna get rid of all the sand here and put in dirt instead, just regular dirt, not even coarse dirt. And then after that, then I'm going to come along the side here, along the riverbank, and put in some coarse dirt, just to make it look like it's kind of muddy, right? So all this sand, all the sand that you can see right here is all going to go away. Okay. Let's do some of this together. I did just replace from, well, right there where you can see the sand, the entire way over to around the corner over yonder with all dirt. So that's like the cleaning of the palette, right? I don't know if you guys know. I used to watch a lot of Bob Ross when I was a kid. I know it's very trendy now, but I did it back when it was actually live. I'm an OG Bob Ross fan. Anyway, whenever you're painting, apparently you have to do something like you have to wet the canvas, right? Before you even paint, you put some water on the canvas, and that's kind of like the first step, right? So I look at this kind of like you're wetting the canvas, like you're just cleaning up all the garbage. And then you're going to come back in and do some of this stuff where you start to bring in some little spots of life. I'm going to leave the coral for now. I'm not sure we're going to keep them or not. But I think I'm gonna get rid of most of the tall grass. Maybe not all, but yeah, most. Like I'll leave one every once in a while. I don't know why. Why are some breaking? It's so weird. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna put in little spots of life down here, and then where there's not life, that's where I'm gonna put some little stone piles and some things like that under the water. I think it's gonna be a really nice look from even just the tiny little bit that we did. Let's take a look at this. Let's go up here and come on, go faster, go faster. Okay, from up here, yeah, even that. Look how much better that is. It's just showing some sort of life. And then we're gonna add some rock piles, and we're gonna really make this lake look really nice. So when you're standing up there on our beautiful rickety old dock, it's gonna look like a cool little spot. I think it's gonna be awesome. So I got some work to do. Let me lifen this place up, and then we'll come back and see what's next. Okay. Oh, it's coming along. These little rock piles make all the difference. It's really, really, really nice. Okay, so now the next section I'm going to do is I'm going to make some little mud, coarse dirt banks along here. Maybe some path blocks, but I'm kind of thinking maybe just coarse dirt, honestly. So I have some, what do you call it? Some lily pads here, just kind of waiting for their chance. The other option that I'm going to have here is I could make some farmland here because it's going to be waterlogged, or not, excuse me, not waterlogged, but you know, water. It's going to be hydrated, right? So it won't revert. So if I wanted to use some of this for dirt, as long as it's like kind of on the bank, so I think I will. I'm going to take advantage of it, and we'll try. And if it stinks, bleh, that's okay too. But yeah, I don't know that I've seen anyone do this before. No, I don't think you can do this. Can I do that? No. But something like this and like that, do some, like just some stuff here. Let's see, and then you got to factor in that there's going to be dirt and stuff, or you know, grass, leaves, and all that kind of stuff around here. But it might be okay right along the bank here. We're going to try it anyway. We're going to try it, sort of going a little bit of a haphazard sort of way, and seeing like just seeing sort of how it looks. I think it's going to be cool. There's very little difference with the shaders on, right, of those two, but I still think it's good. You know, I seriously need a bone meal farm, just like a straight up crazy consistently running bone meal farm. It's really bad. What I'm thinking is maybe what I should do is make a sort of lower fish farm that's just always running. It won't be super productive, but then it should only get like cod and bones. I think that's if it weren't in like a river. I'm talking just like overland. I think that's how it would work. I'm not even really totally sure. Maybe we should set up a little test. But what I want to do here in the meantime is I want to set up a couple trees to lean over this area. Let me show you what I have done here. Is I threw in some flowers, some grass on the coarse dirt, some farmland, coarse dirt, and path block going all around here. Make it look like the water's kind of sopping up there on the bank. I think that's kind of nice. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to make a couple leaning trees. And the way I generally do leaning trees is I kind of come out like something like this. Plant a tree, and I'm gonna need some, and then bone meal the crap out of. Okay, that's not a great one. The big ones are really helpful, but okay. So what we'll do is we'll probably do this like offshore a couple times, like a little bit higher, and hope that we get some bigger ones because that's actually the smallest possible one. They're a lot nicer, so that's gonna be the goal anyway. We'll try to get just out here in the middle of the water because I want to have some trees that kind of lean out on top of the over the pond. Wow, dude, this is the worst luck for trees ever. I don't expect all big ones, but like these are like the smallest ones. All right, so let's see. We'll go up here maybe, and I'm not too picky, but this is just a nice fast way to get some leaning trees, and then we'll have to edit them and add in some leaves and stuff like that. But okay, that bush is grown. Anyway, let me do this around here and over there as well, right along the base. Although I think right here I'll use oak, and then all the rest I'll kind of use pine. But I think right here oak is just going to be fine. So we'll do that, and then we'll come out here after I've sort of curated these trees just a wee little bit. Okay, come on. There we go. You know what? We're going to do these on camera because this is kind of a technique that I'm working on, learning how to do a little bit better. And it's to take naturally grown oak trees in this game that we love so much, this beautiful Minecraft game, and make them better and make them look custom, though they're not, right? This is just something I'm kind of working on. I'm not saying I'm inventing the wheel here or anything, but I'm just trying to work on something that's going to be a little bit easier to make a lot of custom looking trees to the world. And I think maybe I feel like maybe I'm onto something here, but I'm can't be sure, right? I'm not 100% on it, but yeah, I do definitely think that the hangers help a little bit. I definitely think you got to adjust the trunk so it's not completely straight, and I think it's okay if you just take a look at this and that one and that one. You know, I think it adds something to the world, and that's basically all I do is I grow a oak tree, take off some of the top, take off some of the bottom, and then add some sort of hangers to the bottom. I think they look pretty custom. I decided to add a little farm here. Just it was kind of a weird amount of space. I think a building would look kind of weird, so I went with a little circular farm, and I think it really filled the space in the town quite nicely. Actually, it's super cool. But I think we are done with this little transformation project. We had some docks, and we have a nicely terraformed. I keep calling it a lake or river. I'm not sure which one. A wide river. Let's call it that. But yeah, it looks nice. I really like it. I think we really rocked this one. You know, I would have maybe liked to have added a little bit more detail, but there's some parts that I need to leave go. Like this cliff right here, I'm going to let that go because at some point we're going to work specifically on that cliff and make it into something. You know, obviously the mountain needs a lot of detail, but that's going to wrap it up for today. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like. If you don't mind subscribing if you haven't, and come back for daily Bedrock Survival Let's Play content. Okay, love you all. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.